Chamangapo, Chamangapo. Oh, you're building a sandcastle. Okay, so I'm out at the beach right now on a family vacation at Atlantic City. That's on the east coast of New Jersey and southern New Jersey. I hope you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Alito. So, you hear me? I'm at the beach. Stay where I can see you, okay? I'm out here with my son and my dad and other family members. But I wanted to show you guys, I hope you can hear me, to talk about, hey Anthony, perfect, okay, because I'm like right by the waves and it's loud. But I wanted to show you guys this. Now these are shells, just my son's been collecting like these random shells on the beach. You see they got this pretty bluish color, a little bit purplish in it. So this, they used to make wampum. Oh, you found some more? They used to make wampum with this, you guys. And this was a currency. This was money. And they would make the beads and make jewelry out of it or belts. Are you waving? And they would make like hair beads, like for women's hair, like the little braids. You know how Stevie Wonder used to have those little cornrows with the beads at the bottom? Well, they used to make beads out of these things. Probably a thicker shell than this. This is kind of thin. You can still see the beautiful color of it. And people used to give it away as gifts. It was like seen as a status symbol, and like people use it for, I guess, like a dowry. So like the more wampum gifts you give women, they'll have a better chance of choosing you as a husband or something. And it was used for trade. So you can trade. Oh, you found some more? You could trade these for like deer skins for food. So it was one of the earlier forms of money, right? Now some people are saying that it wasn't necessarily money and we just gave it away, but it's still like a currency. It's still like for trade and things like that. Also, there's a couple of trading posts, I think, in this area. I'm not sure exactly where they are. I passed Susquehanna Park on the way here, and I know that they had a trading post over there at their town, and that was in Delaware area. Hey, thank you, Karen. Thank you for the hat. Yeah, it was my birthday a couple of days ago, you guys, so my family's kind of celebrating that with me now. What is that?
We might got too close.
You too close? You want to get on? You want to say hi?
Wave.
You wave.
To make it a big one.
All right. You want your shell back? Okay. Yeah, it's night. It was raining last night here, and I thought it was going to rain today. So we're trying to get out here early. Thank you. You said yours was on the 3rd? Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, there's a lot of Leos. My son's a Leo too, so. Yeah, OCO. Yeah, so I just saw these beautiful shells, so I wanted to show you guys real quick, what they used to make wampum. And it's like everywhere around here. But the purple ones, see, these are like blue. These are like the blue ones, but the one that are more purple in color used to be worth more in currency. And especially like with the chiefs, they would give each other gifts, like make a belt or something. And the belts and the wampum used to also be treaties as well. Treaties or some type of agreement, like I said, wedding gifts. Thank you, Davida. I think you already told me happy birthday, cousin. Greetings, Wanichu. All right. So, yeah, I just want to tell you guys that quick. And this area is like the Nape, Nanticoke area. This is where the Nanticoke and the Nape, and like I said, the Susquehanna was a little further south. right. You guys got any questions? I just want to come on here real quick. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more research and come back with the video on trading and trapping. Because we have trapping now. It's a little different, but it's still pretty similar because you're still hustling and making money, right? Still trading things and for currencies and commerce. Hey, Dragon. So you guys got any questions? I might come on later. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Let me show you guys the beach so you see the actual beach. See the waves? Pretty good waves. I don't know. You could surf on it. Thank you, Redbird. And hopefully you guys are going to have some classes up soon. I know I keep saying that, but I'm like a perfectionist, so I want it to be perfect, right? So I don't want to put like some trash class and people won't benefit from it. It's mainly to benefit, people just trying to learn things. Come here. So, you said what? Do you believe Nat Turner was an Indian? I actually, like I said before, if you watch my Nottoway video, I spoke with elders from the Nottoway, and they said that he is part Nottoway and part Cherokee. Well, they just said part Nottoway. Another person who I know is descended from him said he's part Cherokee as well. And that was the reason why the Nottoway protected him and hid him when they were looking for him during the rebellion, because he was part of them. And his family are still, oh, thank you, more wampum. His family are still tribal members till this day. So. Do you know what the Indian school was called that our people would have went to near Richmond, Virginia? There was Sharon Indian School, which is near Richmond, Virginia. I think I took a picture and put it on Instagram. There was also another Hampton Institute that's further south to the East Coast in Hampton, Virginia. I don't think there was specific. I said Pacific. I'm looking at the ocean. I don't think there's a specific school in Richmond just for Indigenous people. The closest one, like I said, was Sharon Indian School. Of course, people had their own little private home schools before public schools were mandated. And some of my ancestors also were involved with they had the Ruckert School, which was a part of the Rosenberg schools. And he is related to the Sears Empire. This guy from the Sears Empire, I think he was Jewish. He teamed up with, what is his name? I'm sorry, I can't think of his name. Oh, Booker T. Washington. He's teamed up with Booker T. Washington when they created the I think it's Rosenberg. Is it Rosenthal? Yeah, the Rosenthal schools. I'm sorry, you guys. I know what I'm talking about. I just can't. I don't know the exact name right off the top of my head, but you guys can easily look it up. If you look up Booker T. Washington and the schools for creating schools for Negroes, you'll see all that information. And some of my ancestors were a part of that. And what they would do is they were fun little, I think, private schools. They were trying to make it separate but equal schools for children of color. And a lot of the tribal Indians had an issue with that because they didn't want to be in the same schools with people who were not affiliated with the tribe. So they would try to go into the so-called white schools. So, yeah. On your family's federal and state census records, were your ancestors literate or illiterate? They were business owners, but all of them did not know how to read and write in English. Doesn't mean they were unintelligent. Some of them did read and write, and others didn't. The ones that built the school, they knew how to read and write, and then others didn't. I think the husband, he knew how to read and write, but the wife, she didn't. But it wasn't really important for her to read and write if she was a housewife. And there's other people who are tradesmen and things. You didn't really need that. They're kind of stressing a certain type of literacy today that wasn't really necessary back in the day. And you all know that has a lot to do with trying to get people to go to college and collect debt and become debt slaves and all that. But you can self-educate yourself and still be illiterate. You can still be intelligent back in the day and still, be considered illiterate. It's not the same as it is today. So, thank you, Empress. You said Lex Will said he was a sellout. Who, Booker T? Booker T, that's what you consider sellout. If he was trying to help people, he did a lot to help his people. He was part Power to Nation. It's from families from Virginia. It's what you consider what a sellout is, right? That's all your perception. I can't really talk personally about him. I personally haven't done a lot of research. I just know what I learned on quote-unquote Black History Month and things that I ran into researching the school that my family was involved in. Also, he has Tuskegee Institute, so he was really about education, and like I said, it depends on your perception. Was the education in that form a good way, or should we have stuck to trade schools that other people of color were promoting at the time? Now, down the street from that Sharon Institute that I was telling, the Sharon Indian School, I was telling you about. Oh gosh, this dang on water is coming all the way up to me, guys. I'm about to move. I'm gonna get my wampum before I go. But yeah, it was another technical school there that was for they were trying to make a trade school for the children of color in the area. And a lot of those children of color were associated or descended from the Mattaponi and Pamunkey tribes in the area. But yeah, let me go, you guys. You said what? You said my energy is powerful. Thank you. Am I participating in the 2020 census? Yes. I was actually, me, Phoenix, and Gabriel Rich were actually a part of this presentation. I wasn't able to make the presentation because I was sick, but we were promoting for us to go and participate in this 2020 census because it's very important. Even if you don't want to be a part of the system, it affects the roads, it affects everything, how you identify on the census. So, and it's also an indicator to your descendants when they go back and look for you, because we might think we're doing it. Yes, baby. Oh, I love you too. We might think that we're doing a good job of doing our genealogy and keeping our family history alive, but it might get lost like it got lost before. So that happened with my family. They had all these pictures and documents and the house burnt down. This was like in the early 1900s, and we lost a whole lot of stuff. So I'm just rediscovering a lot of things that was in the courthouse that they thought they had lost. We lost like tons of pictures. So there's only like pictures of the people like in 1852, 1870 pictures, when they had pictures older than that. So there was actually a picture of one of my ancestors who was born on the Mattaponi reservation that some of the elders say that I look like. And because the house burned down in 1900s, 1950 or whenever it was, I can't remember, they don't have the pictures anymore. So I would never know unless there's some type of duplicate somewhere what she looks like. So that's why I stress genealogy as well. It's important to keep that alive and do the best you can and leave a legacy for your descendants. All right, well, thank you. I'm going to just go back and enjoy my day. Well, you guys. Have a good day. Oh, please like and share the video out. Get the conversation going about currency, because some people might have something else to add on. And then I might be able to come back and do another video if somebody has questions about what I discussed. Okay?